Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of the AWS reInvent announcement recap. So today we'll be looking at the database announcements. So we have two database announcements this year so far, and both of them I'm very excited about. So first is Amazon Aurora Serverless version 2. So what's the difference with version 1? If you look at the now updated Aurora Serverless product page, if you switch between them, you can see they have quite a few introduction for version 2. But in a nutshell, what version 2 is capable of is it can now scale a lot faster than version 1. So in version 1, the scaling is, I think, within minutes, double the capacity within minutes. But with version 2, they can scale instantly from hundreds of thousands of transactions in a fraction of a second. So it can scale a lot faster. So that version 2 is now capable for proper production workloads. Comparing to version 1, I believe they only recommend you to so for infrequent, intermittent, or unpredictable workloads, which is essentially means dev environment or staging environments. But now with version 2, they added a bunch of examples that we can use with all sorts of different, even most demanding business critical applications. So I think this will enable Aurora Serverless to be used in a lot more production-like environments, which I believe is very exciting, given the benefits of what it brings. The second product is Battlefish for Aurora Postgres. What is Battlefish? It is a open source, or it used to be open sourced software that translates SQL Server WAR protocol into Postgres. So essentially, what this does is now you can now run Microsoft SQL Server applications on Postgres with little to no code change. So this is, I believe, AWS internally has been pushing to giving quite a bit incentive for people to migrate their Microsoft workloads into AWS. And SQL Server is a very awkward say a component, because one is the licensing, the other is there's several limitations for SQL Server workloads. For example, there's the limit of the number of databases you can have on a SQL Server IDS and so on. So with this, they essentially basically they take Microsoft SQL Server out of the whole picture. They will enable you to without the limit of SQL Server, and now because it's on Aurora, you get a lot more better performance. You also are not paying any license fees for your SQL Server anymore. So if this when this release, we'll have some testing and we'll see how it works in real life situations. But I'm very excited about this because that this just enables a lot more people to have a lot of cost benefit and potentially performance benefits from moving off on the SQL Server. So this component will be released on GitHub as an open source project, and I think they did a very good decision of making this open source. That means I believe there will be a lot more people who will be contributing to this, and will make this very even if on the release date it's not 100% perfect, and with being open source, there will be a lot more developers jump on and improve it. So I believe this have a very good potential. So all right, that's the end of today's database video, and I'll see you next time.
AC3. Find clarity in the cloud.